but Angas State University with partnership with Atlantic Gulf and Pacific. Internship Training Report. 540-hour, prepared by BIT Welding and Fabrication Technology students, WFET 4201. Accomplished task and activities of OJT from Technical Training Department. Before we started our internship training, we attended online orientation and health and safety environment induction. Part of our internship training was to attend daily activities for knowing the updates for welding, pipe fitting, and upcoming training requests. Part of our training is being warehouse attendant. We are assigned on the lending of personal protective equipment, tools, and consumable materials. Every Tuesday, we discussed the weekly toolbox. This toolbox meeting was important for spreading safe awareness. We also experienced on encoding the training effectiveness and database. This job was described on our training specialist staff. We helped the cutter staff on transporting beveled pipes from Shop 31 to the training center. We also assist on facilitating the overhead crane training. We check the criteria of each pair and give them a OHC sticker which will be attached to their hard hats. We have an opportunity of beveling the carbon steel pipes using a CNC lathe machine in the training center. We are able to help the welding team by repairing electrode holders, guard of grinders, and ground clamp. We practice to weld using shielded metal arc welding process, specifically 3F, or what we call welding at vertical position. First thing that we do was to prepare our personal protective equipment, including welding helmet type, welding gloves, welding apron, and wearing our safety goggles. This was to ensure our safety during welding to protect myself from heat and unwanted spatters coming from the welding process. After the stick welding process, we tried to using the gas tungsten arc welding process, or commonly known as TIG welding. As from what we recalled from my previous lessons at the BAT State 2, TIG welding uses a non-consumable type of electrode called tungsten electrode. This tungsten was used to create an arc, then it was supplied by feeding the filler rod. While on the stick process, it used consumable type of electrode called welding electrode, which is covered by flux coating. It is important that we have an existing knowledge or theories in order to understand how the different processes of welding operates. TIG welding is hard process, but when we practiced it, we continuously improved our weldment so that we can operate it easily, but we realized that we need more practice in order to achieve high quality. We should not focus ourselves on welding activity because there are other responsibilities that we should focus on. The rooms here at technical school are usually occupied because of orientation, HSE induction, training sessions, and seminars. Since our department is important on recruitment of new applicants, we assisted the applicants who wish to have their refreshment training before they undergo to WQT or final testing. During our free time, we walk around the welding booths and check. Accomplish tasks and activities of an OJT from the Welding Technology and Testing Center Department. We from WETC Department successfully accomplished on encoding of the welding parameters form. The general parameters of welding involve current, length of arc, angle, manipulation, and speed. We monitored and observed the welders who undergone welding qualification test. We are the one who will oversee the testing, especially on checking if they are welding in appropriate welding position. We also observed the company-hired QC welding inspector who performed visual inspection from the theory we learned on Barangay State University at Endon Destructive Testing course subject. Visual inspection is a technique for detecting defects by using the naked eye to ensure that equipment is working properly. We observed on how to do the fillet brake testing. This testing is one of the destructive testing technique for what we have learned from the previous year. We observed the third-party NDT company performing the UT test. Ultrasonic testing is a non-destructive method of inspecting welds by sending high-frequency sound waves through a material and measuring the reflections. UT can detect internal flaw due to rotational of OJT inside the company. We are assigned from different department from quality control to fabrication area and vice versa. From our observation, the company follows a certain quality standards and directly applying it to the workforce. We have an opportunity to see the tested specimen for butt joint from the destructive testing called bin testing. Inspection with the client was important to make sure that the weld satisfies the standards and requirements for improving quality standards. Moreover, we realized that inspection process was a hard and critical for this situation. We need an extensive experience and solid background for welding inspection. Part of our OJT practices was to encode and edit the WQD certification for welders who passed the welder's qualification test. This activity was a routine for us in the department. We as an intern are responsible on giving an orientation to the welders who will undergo WQT. This includes the rules of the department, parameters, standards to follows, and good implementation of 5S. Here is an actual demonstration of orienting welders.
Policy po tayo na sinusunod po. Ang una po ay yung WPS. Kung ano po yung nasa WPS, yun lang po ang susundin mo. Sunod po ay PPE. Kailangan po tayo kompleto lahat sa PPE. From head to toe po yun. Then yung sunod po yung appearance ng hinang. Sinasuggest po namin na mapaganda po yung appearance ng hinang. Dahil once po nasa saglay yung magtingin, mag-inspect po mamaya, yung profile po ng hinang ninyo ang una niyang tinitingnan. Madami po kasi bumabagsak sa dalawa. Tapos po yung reinforcement po ng hinang ninyo, maximum na 3 to 4 mm lang po yun. Then, ang back welding naman po ay 2 or 3 mm. Then, yung mga base metal nyo po, huwag nyo po pupukayin or palalalimin ang gilid. Just in case po na magkaroon ng defects, usually naman po, pagka ganun, undercut po ang nakikita at underfilling. Huwag nyo na po pupukayin. Ipapantay nyo lang po ang gilid. Then, kung ang port nyo po ay back weld, ang overhead po ay capping. Nasunod po yung maging aware po sa mga ilaw. Mababa po ang pwesto ng ilaw. Kaya po ingatan na lang natin na masagi po natin mga helmet. Baka po kasi magpatak ay wala pong ipapalit. Then, yung pong gagamit ng holding oven, huwag niyo po lalagyan ng opos. Tsaka po yung once na kinuha doon, Yun po ay isasaksak pagdating sa boot. Hindi po yung nakalapag lang. Then yung matitira pong rod sa inyo, ibabalik nyo po ulit daw sa malaking oven. Dahil nahihirapan po sila Kuya Sunny na magtanggal. Then ang sunod po ay bawal po ang wasted. Ang tama po ay naka-layer lang. Sunod po ay bawal po ang manigarilyo dito sa loob ng WPPC.
My experience here in AG&P and in our department, I was satisfied in all of the duties and responsibilities of being an OGT here or an intern here at the department. Na-enjoy kami and nasasatisfy yung aming course, which is welding and fabrication. Napakaganda din na kapag may meeting or ang isang department kasi nalalaman mo kung ano ang mga update. Kahit na OGT ka lang or intern dito. Ano mga natutunan ko and mga realization ko dito sa aking OGT. Yung welding skills ay na-improve. Hindi lang sa shielded metal arc welding, kundi sa gas tungsten arc welding or TIG welding. Hindi lang basta sa welding skills, dapat marunong ka rin mag-computer or what we call computer literate ka. So, you can encode training database, technical training activity report, training effectiveness, which is ginagawa ng aming training specialist. I also realized na we need to improve our communication skills. Even if we are an OGT here or an intern, for future careers to be more professional and more active. Hindi natin madala yung katamaran sa bahay. Reminds me of what I have learned during my high school at Bawan Technical, which is love for work. Ang papaalala ko lang sa mga mag-OGT sa susunod na semester is that hindi lang dapat skills ang i-develop, kundi personality. Dapat mag-improve yan. Lagi tayong magiging humble. Kahit na marami tayong achievement, dapat maging respectful ka sa mga superior, supervisor, and ilulugar mo yung sarili mo.